Hello guys, welcome back to the Beastie Room. We're going to do a spider today that there is very little known about, and you've seen one of its relatives. What we got up here, in here, this is a Macrothele phago, which is in the same family as our Macrothele gigas, the Japanese funnel web. So this is another type of funnel web. Now these guys don't get as big, but they carry just about every other trait that our Japanese funnel web carries. So we have to be very, very careful with these. They're extensive webbers, as you can see in this box here. And they do like a nice humid environment. You're quite difficult to see. This is a slough skin from this one here. Give you an idea. He's down there, or she. This is a female. And once again, we suffer the same problems with these as we do with the Japanese funnel web. There is a lack of males around. But like I say, you don't see many of these either, even females. So what we're going to do, we're going to set her up in a bioactive system, and we're going to put her in this tall enclosure. This is a 20 by 20 by 30. Now I was thinking of putting her in the lower one because they don't, like I say, they don't get particularly big from what we can understand, but they do like a lot of webbing. So I thought we'll try the high one and we'll see what actually happens. So we've got our clay balls there. And don't forget, this is just so that any water that drops down through this will sit inside these clay balls without totally soaking our substrate. And as you can see, they were quite dirty, and that's because we've reused them. So we can clean them out, give them a clean, and make use of them again. Right, so we're going to now top this up with some potting compost. It'll be a fairly simple setup really, because as you remember, the same with the Japanese funnel web, they literally get in and they just web everything, absolutely everything. So we're going to throw some beastie on top there. Now this is to allow her to dig if she wishes. And some of them do, some don't. So what we're going to do now, we've got some branches and bits and pieces here. And what I'm thinking of is we're looking at creating anchor points. So I bet I won't be able to break this now, will I? There we go. Oh, that worked out better than I thought. So we're looking at making some anchor points. So all we've got to do is we've literally just got a variety of branches here. And we're just going to see what we can achieve really. We'll try and gain a little bit of height. And this girl will in fact web everything up. I think what we're going to do is we're going to pop this one down here, because when these spiders first go into this type of enclosure, they haven't really got a lot of places to hide. So we don't want her to stress out too much because she's got nowhere to hide. So we're going to put some bits in here like this. And she'll be able to get down and tuck into them. There we go. Making a little bit of sense now. You see the isopods running around in there from our beastie soil. Nice little one in there. A little baby one. You see him? Here he is. Little devils are everywhere. See what we we can't. So what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping these branches will encourage her to go upwards as well. There we go, that's looking nice. It's just a bit of an experiment, this, really, to see what happens. We'll just see what happens. There we go. It looks quite busy, doesn't it? More isopods running around there. Right, I think that'll do for now. I was saying, what we're going to do is we're just going to hope that she will dig herself in and make herself at home. Now then, we're going to have our catch cup ready. I think we also could do with a water bowl. Oh, if you can get it out. Now the question is, where do we put it? Do we leave it up there? To be totally honest with you, these guys don't really make use. They tend to bury their water bowls, so they get the majority of their sustenance, their moisture content, through their food. So I think what we're going to just pop that on there like that. And drop a little bit of water in there. A bit underneath as well. There we go. Right. Now for the fun part. These are exceptionally fast, as are all the funnel webs. As you can see, we are clearing our desk, so should she run off, we've got the least amount of things in the way. Right, so here we go. We're going to take this lid off. I'm going to keep that skin there. Now I'm hoping, I don't think that's going to allow me to. Let me just try and now then, you might get an opportunity here. There she is. Very beautiful spider. These guys are very, very similar to the Japanese funnel web, as you can see. They've got very long spinnerets there. Got that same black shiny leg. They are quite closely related. So the difference with these guys is their carapaces, as they mature, I believe they go like a golden colour. So it should be quite a striking individual. And as we were saying earlier on, they actually do like a fairly moist environment. So by having them on the bioactive system here, we can flood the bottom, and that will allow it to creep up and keep that nice moisture content in there. What we're going to do now, we're going to try and because we've got such a busy environment here, we don't really want to be taking any chances, and I'm not sure that she's actually going to behave herself. So what we're going to do, we're going to err on the side of caution, and we're going to half close the lid. You can see in there, should be able to come around the front. I'm going to take the lid off of the tub that we got here. And what we wanted to do is actually run out down this way, down and go inside here. So we're just going to see what happens. I'm going to hold the tub lid over this to try and stop her from coming back at us. And we're just going to gently try and, whoa. There we go. You can see very, very quick. You can see they can't climb glass. So we got that. We can take that out. There she is. Isn't she a beautiful spider? You see the carapace difference there? Just before she disappeared. Just about see it. And you'll see like the rest of the enclosure there. Hopefully all of this down in here, she will be able to come through. We will come and have a look down here. And then we can hopefully, she's out and about. There we go. I'll try and see a little bit of that carapace. I'll be able to see from above. If she decides to try and climb the glass. She's down. Now you'll see there that she's actually already webbing everywhere. So as long as she's moving around, she's running around, she's laying web down all the time. And what we've done here at the back here, we can turn around and you can see how we've created this little tiny nook down in here. And this will give her enough security. She'll settle down and she'll start webbing all of this up. And then eventually she'll web the whole thing up. And we'll see some beautiful web from her, I'm sure. Right. Well, there you have it. That's the Macrothele phago. As we said in the beginning, there's very, very little. We can't find anything on the internet really with these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to maintain this spider exactly the same as we do our Macrothele gigas. And I think we'll be fine. We should be working out along the right lines. And everything should be good. So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave her be. We'll try with some food in a day or two. Food wise, these are exactly the same as the gigas. We feed them exactly the same. And she's mainly on red runners. Don't really want anything bigger than a red runner. Even an adult red runner is plenty ample enough for her. And yeah, we just have to treat them with some respect. Watch our fingers. We don't really want to get a bite from one of these guys. And we're going to see what she makes of this nice new enclosure. And we will come back perhaps in a month's time and we'll see how far she's webbed up. You see there's webbing everywhere already. So we're going to, yeah, we'll come back and we'll check on her and we'll see how she's doing. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Nice little insight to another little known spider. And a bit of luck, we'll learn a bit more about them as we go along. Now don't forget, be calm, be gentle and love your spiders. I'll see you soon, guys.